Welcome to Yule Cup Group B, the last group. We are looking for 2 more players for the quarterfinals. And this is the return of the world champ for the first time in 2020. We see June Park, Lynn, the winner of WGL, stepping into the ring against Colorful. What did he do all these months? Was he practicing like a hyperbolic time chamber, or was he enjoying family a little? That is the question right here. Colorful, definitely not without chances, but it's a double-edged sword, kinda. He can be really good against Orc, and then in other games he gets annihilated by Fly. So what Colorful will we see, and what Lynn will we see? Lots of questions, Remo. Lots of questions.
We talked about players in the scene who already have children. Isn't Colorful one of them as well?
Colorful is one of them as well. Married and children.
Alright. Married with children, oh yeah. That was a show that was playing on the TV when I was growing up. Back when I still was watching TV. Remember those days? Remember when the things we did for entertainment was watching television? Feels like a parallel universe at this point.
Yeah, we're only watching Warcraft, of course, and this is what we have. Lynn versus Colorful starting on Terenas Stand. So, Lynn, are you up with the meta? What are your builds these days? Did you come up with something new in your break? And what is Colorful doing? Terenas Stand, there should be a keeper. Oh, a Demon Hunter opening. That's already interesting.
Right. Yeah, Colorful is one of those few players that still plays talents according to Hitman, I think it was. He said Colorful and Elegant are the two by far best talent players in the world. Oh, and this is the perfect room to get my little humble brag in. When I couldn't sleep last night, I was playing Battle.net and I defeated Hitman. Oh yeah.
Wow.
No, wait a minute. He was off racing as Undead, so it was not really fair. But yeah, he's playing the talents. So this is going to be a very different game. Many orcs are not exactly ready for this oftentimes. Hitman kind of among them, possibly. But Lynn, he is the master of this race. He's the master anti-talent player. And he's one of the few orcs in the entire world who doesn't mind playing against talents. Who told us that he actually enjoys playing against talents because it is so demanding and requires so much precise and perfect play. Which is exactly what we're looking forward here to seeing from him.
If I would not play talents against one player in the entire world, it would be Lynn. Back when it was still the meta. Oh, let's see if this peon gets something first. Nope, mana burn kill. Nicely done by Colorful. When talents were still meta, he destroyed every Night Elf with perfect Raider control, and the Blade Master's coming in. That's the first kill right here. A little bit of a steal. That's no level 2 for Colorful. The Shadow Priest might be falling. One more Rogue is alive. And that can't be mana burned.
Yeah, I was a little bit lucky for Colorful already. This first creep could have gone to Lynn. That was super close. Could have perhaps been 2 for the Orc. Okay, but
decent shot to get the Shadow Priest. Gets in front. Backstab. No chance. Oh, but denied. Yeah. Colorful is up to the task.
Interesting choice by Lynn here, not to pop the scroll of speed to run across quicker, but to pop the scroll once he arrives for the harass to then look for kills. If he had popped the scroll of speed, he probably would have gotten the first last hit, but it wouldn't have gotten the Shadow Priest, probably. So, I wonder what's the better trade-off here. Levels for the demon are extremely important. This is your centerpiece, especially in the Talon strat. Your Demon Hunter, he needs to get good levels. He needs to be strong in the late game. If he isn't up to the task, you're not gonna win in a late game scenario.
Gets the second mercenary, and with that, the Rogue. No chance for Lynn to claim another creep. That is level 2, and the Blade Master leaves almost empty-handed. Got this mantle. Okay. Tier 2 is on the way. Almost done. That's pretty quick. And Colorful, building a Hunter's Hall. This is not what you build when you play talents.
Huh. Alright. What then? Bears?
On Terenas?
Oh my god. Against Orc though?
Maybe MGs?
I mean, Starshape told me that bears are actually really strong. Maybe they could use +2 damage though. In this matchup, they certainly could.
Yeah,
And even
what?
then.
Also, like, how good is Lin with Kodos to just eat them? And there's Zeppelins here. I'm not too sure if this is working out, but maybe Colorful has another surprise for us. We see a Tauren Totem and a Shadow Hunter, so Lin knows that this is happening.
How
No
does he
TC.
know?
I don't know.
How does he
But-
know?
I mean,
He
Shadow
has
Hunter.
never scouted the main.
Shadow Hunter works against talents as well with the Serpent Wards. So maybe it's just a safer bet.
Honestly, I guess, you know, as long as you're not facing Keeper, you really don't need Shaman. Like, the Walkers in the late game are almost always the better units, especially if you have Blade Master. But I guess you kind of always have Blade Master in this matchup. Yeah. I don't think it's a hard read. It's just like Shadow Walkers always work here. Now Lin confirms, he checks out the main. See, it's no wins, but does see a Hunter's Hall. So, question is now, Bears or Dryads? Or perhaps even MGs?
Yeah, MGs could be the thing. Like, they are really good against Raiders. They're really good against Walkers, of course. They don't care if their snake sticks up. They just take a long time.
Yeah, probably
to
with
get online.
late game or with Mountain Gens, though, is that they take late game. Not only do they require tier 3 and all the upgrades and all that stuff, they also kind of require a 60+ army before they become good. Because if you fit them into a 50 supply army, it's really easy to ignore them and to just go for everything else.
Lin is canceling the Ancient of Lore. This is such a late first Dryad then. There's no TP, there's no mana for Windwalk, but there's also not enough damage despite the +8 on the Demon Hunter. So Lin is safe, gets more heal selves, creeps up the Shadow Hunter. His macro is definitely on point. On the other side by Colorful, we see a Shredder, a Naga, already level 2. But what does a Naga really do? There was a lot of resources invested for this double lore. It feels like I haven't seen Raider Walker in forever.
Yeah, true.
And thank you very much, Loa Fair Lol, for the 2-month resub. Hey yo, what's up? What's the next concerts, Neo? Keep up the good work. La Dispute. Parkway Drive on 1st of February. And Martha. Thank you, Plesh Want Triashe. And for Glory Heaven with another €10. You must be happy to see Lin again. As a fellow Orc player, you are.
I think we're all happy to see Lin again. He's that kind of player who just enriches the game, no matter what race you are, because he's just so goddamn good.
Speaking of goddamn good, that inventory of the Shadow Hunter, man. Double Mantle plus Potion. That's phenomenal. We also go for Heal Wave and Hex. No Snake Sticks.
Alright, let me see the inventory now. Looking pretty good. Lin ready for the counter expo. I love it. Not needing to go, not feeling the need to go all in. Just getting ready for the long game 2 base play. You know what we could do with the long game on 2 bases? We could start teching, maybe at some point, you know, if we're feeling like it to tier 3. And we have the Tower Totem already, bro. Let's do it.
We have a
Let's do it.
3 on the way for Colorful. Just started, but if he was planning to go for bears and some base raid or something, this is so late. And the Blade Master finds the tree again. Is the damage enough? He's still only level 1, sacrificing his levels for disruption of the Night Elf play and buying time for the Shadow Hunter, who's already level 3 and growing.
Yeah, this is starting to look a little bit worrying here for the Blade Master, isn't it? Normally, you of course want to have him high levels. This demon's already looking super strong with his level 3 and claws.
Lin plays this a little Focus-esque with a very disruptive Blade Master, no progress on him. But therefore, what did he cancel? 1 lore, 1 sharp, he put damage towards the expansion. Demon Hunter is level 3, but just got it. He is a beast, though.
Look at the Shadow Hunter's inventory, dude.
Wee, that's good. Wee, that's really good. Wee, that might be the best Shadow Hunter inventory I've seen this year.
That's like a combined, what is that, 800 plus mana? Not bad. Yeah, good luck burning him dry, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I think level 5 is necessary. 2 mana burns level 3 to burn 1 big mana potion. Or if he drops all the items before popping the great mana. Oh my. That's so much mana. Expo is up. Unpunished. No push by Colorful. Playing a
blade.
very unusual strategy.
He might be dead. Ah, the
Getting
shadow's
caught.
coming in though.
And it's only level 1.
Link.
It's really not that bad. Level 2 heal wave and the hex to prevent the damage from the demon. Trying to run away. Oh, level 2 gives him a few more stats. We have berserkers coming in. And how good are these berserkers against dryads?
Yep. Yeah, lower units against orc. I'm like always not so sure about that.
Shadowhunter was a little out of that fight. He kills more and more dryads with the ensnares. Oh my. He's on the prowl here. Mass dryads against orc. That kind of never worked. Colorful gets a few return kills though. Especially on the raiders. That's 2 gone.
Yeah. And now we have Lin out of ensnares. So now getting kills is going to be really tough. Shadow level 4 though.
Popped the first mana potion already. Has 2-3 more heal waves. But there you see the lack of damage on the blade.
Yeah, absolutely. XX.
Okay, Miss Bloxburg. No non-German got that now.
Bloxburg sometimes.
That's a lot of losses for Lin, to be honest.
Yeah.
The double slow works out in the end. Mano a mano, Blade Master and Demon, but I would not go into a battle with this brave fella.
And suddenly, it's not looking too bad for Colorful.
Yeah, that fight was too early.
Yeah, the Blade Master there, going for the green camp, a little too greedy. Lin had to come in to save his first hero, but suffered a lot of losses for it.
Another one. Colorful being so passive the entire game. I think he never crossed the river. 10 minutes into the game. And there is the Mountain Giant transition. It's gonna be tough to kill them. I don't know how.
Well, Blade levels are starting to get there. He's gonna get level 3 here. 0 claws though.
Must be crit.
If only there was a marketplace.
Yeah, like he needs Kodos ASAP. Goes Headhunters. Kodos Headhunters. With the Berserkers gone, making up for the lack of piercing damage, I guess. Attack upgrade, defense upgrade for Colorful.
Forces are under attack.
Colorful can go into high supply here though soon. And he has the tier 3 army with MGs. And dealing with that army with only tier 2 orc is not easy. Damn, Colorful. Surprising me.
Rune Bracers, an item for the shop. Now he's a little more brave. Man, this damage on the demon. Plus 19. Naga also. Lots of mana to use for the Fork Lightning. Is the Kodo there? Okay, finally some damage for that.
Colorful is patiently waiting for his MGs, which are coming.
I love the Sentry Ward. Not only for the fight right now, but also if Lin decides to push from the upper lane. He will see this. And whoa, Ancient of Wind proxy. Ooh. Well, okay. Cancelled it. Interesting.
Was just a supply trick.
Yeah.
Because he was missing one for the...
That's pretty smart, man. Lightning Shield on that Raider doesn't help that Kodo. Item goes to the Demon Hunter as well as double mana burn now. And Lin is again in trouble. Has to get out of that situation with the Speed Scroll. And everything's hurt.
Yeah. It doesn't look like Lin has the army here. He needs to fight this. The Raiders at this point really not that good anymore. Yes, they can ensnare a few Dryads, but there's so many Dryads. I like that Lin is going for the counterattack. He has the TP. But I think what he needs more than everything is tier 3, and for that he just doesn't have enough lumber.
Good damage on that. Kodo, bye-bye. TP to save this expansion. And he can't fight this. There's no way. There's too much Dispel against the Spirit Link. That doesn't do anything. But he's still willing to go for it. I don't know, though. No, TP out. He can't afford the TPs, of course. Oh, but not too many unit losses. It's 4-4 heroes for Colorful.
So much focus fire on the Raiders. There was even some Spirit Link in there, but damage is really stacking up with the poison from the Dryad, with the poison from the Demon, with the Orb. And I must say, this Dryad Mountain Giant strat is working out a lot better than I thought it would.
Yep.
Of course, there was this momentum loss in the north there when the Blade Master was out of position. But still,
A little too
good
greedy.
enough for Colorful.
So, now we have 3 Mountain Giants. Usually if you play Dryads, killing buildings is not an option. But with these guys, it's rather easy. Lin has to defend. Does he have a TP even? No. Yeah, this Great Hall is not that great anymore.
Yep, it is gonna fall. Then he's gonna try to get the counter kill with his army, moving in with a speed scroll towards the natural expansion. Of course, Lin has a lot of building damage as well, but he doesn't have the same amount. He's not quickly there enough in time. Oh, but the TP out by Colorful is a little too early.
Yeah,
The Great Hall survives.
way too early. The Naga is in trouble there as well. Can she be staffed out? Oh, the staff is not on the Demon Hunter. Can't get her out. There's an invo potion and the Mountain Giants protect her. The entire army of Colorful is surrounded, but they fight out.
Then we'll have to TP out here, it seems like.
Oh, Shadow
jumping
Hunter!
really low.
Ooh. Fork Lightning, almost enough to kill that second hero off. He holds the tree. Lost a lot of wisps, but that's okay. Great Hall surviving with 180. That was a little too early. A lot too early.
Yeah.
And Lin stubbornly staying at Raider Walker Kodo.
Yeah, he's got the Shredder now, finally. He wants to transition to tier 3, but he just, at this point, is so far behind, and Colorful is playing a smart game, just forcing the base attack. He made the mistake of leaving the Great Hall up, but he's rectifying that mistake as he's moving south again. And Lin this time not in position for the counterattack.
He's also... Is he ready for the defense? I don't think so. There's no damage in this army.
Nope, I don't think so either.
And with like 3 to 4 hits, his Great Hall is falling. But Colorful is taking the fight now. Fork Lightning is great. The Dryad control as well. Taunt prevents the Blade Master from chasing. There is a little bit of heal wave, but is it enough? Needs a heal scroll as well. Uh-oh, Lin burned through 2 great mana potions. The MGs are doing a wonderful job, and Colorful ruins the comeback of Lin taking map number 1.
Well done by Colorful. And Lin showing some flaws in his play. Not getting ready for the tier 3 transition in time. Perhaps not expecting the Mountain Giants? Maybe he was expecting mass riots for a lot longer. But yeah, when you're facing MGs, you need stronger stuff than just tier 2 Raider Walker.
Yeah. This one fight at the Merc camp played into Colorful's game plan so much. He needed that time for that MG transition, and that one fight where Lin was a little overconfident. I think his Blade Master, he can't just die. It was never worth it to take that fight. It was level 1. He got level 2 in that fight, okay, but if he's not engaging, he doesn't get level 2, so it's a level 1 Blade Master. Not worth it at all.
Yeah, it's true actually. You should have just let him die. Level 1 hero at that stage in the game when both are on 2 bases doesn't really matter. Honestly, he's going to be back in 30 seconds, so what? Another thing that I would like to see Lin do differently is the creep route. On this map, if you're going to 2 bases, you really want to open up the lab quickly, go for the Shredder, be ready for the tier 3 transition. And the Shadow had so much time. He was creeping in the south completely with impunity for many, many minutes. He should have been able to fit in a lab creep there as well. So small mistakes by Lin, and Colorful punishing those really well. Impressive.
His matchup versus Orc, man. I mean, you're praising Colorful for months now. I am always a little hesitant and point towards his WGL performances where he was oftentimes really, really weak. But he's playing better and better in pretty much every matchup. But man, this guy against Orc.
Yeah.
Wrecking ball.
But the cat is kind of out of the bag now. It did seem to me like Lin wasn't expecting that fast of a MG transition. Because if you see it coming, you want to go tier 3 and you want to go Berserkers quickly. Go Berserkers and then eliminate the Dryads. What Berserkers do to Dryads is quite funny. And of course, I don't mean the Mercamp Berserkers, but the tier 3 upgraded ones from the barracks. But Lin never really got there. We're going on to Northern Isles as our second map. The counter pick here for Lin.
Alrighty. Let's go. I think there will be a join bug, but fixed in a second. I'm waiting for host. How about you?
Yeah, same for me.
Okay. Game over. Failed to enter. Unfortunately, we have to restart the second map. That was a new one. Haven't seen that before. Get ready. Yeah, Netty's updated tonight, so let's see if there's a few bugs in or not. High APM Remo. That's how you defeat Hitman.
Not really. I was playing Lich Fast Expansion, rushed Frostworms. When you have 4 Frostworms, you don't need to micro. It's just, I attack this fiend. I attack this fiend. I attack this fiend. Sleep.
Oh, Hitman is
Nova.
in chat.
Oh, Hitman, how you doing? Yeah, he's been
How you doing after getting crushed by Remo yesterday? Remo's now 2-0 against Dust. He defeated OC, who was smurfing under Badoo's name. And now Hitman. What's next?
God damn. And I'm 2-1 versus in Super Bowl. Off racing.
You off racing, right?
No. No. You don't want to see my off race. Speaking of off racing, though, yeah, Hitman, dude, he's like expanding his, what's that called? Repertoire. Disconnected from game server. Now I have a bug. Do I have the same?
No, but I'm the only one in the lobby waiting for 15 players to join the game.
Well, I guess.
We got our second game running after a little bit of a break. Colorful took the 1-0 lead over the world champ. LP Clubman, their year just continues to be better and better and better. And now, Lin, what's his idea for game number 2?
Is this also an issue for ladder play, by the way?
I don't know.
These join bugs, or is this just for custom games?
I don't play Netty's ladder.
Really? I thought you were one of those top undeads on there.
You must be mistaken me for someone else. So, is it a keeper this time? Is it normal colorful play? Or normal night elf play by colorful?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll see once this altar is done. And that is right about now.
Right about now. Your funk soul lover. Remember that song?
I think it's called Brother. But
Funk soul brother? That does sound actually more proper, yeah. It is the Keeper of the Grove!
yeah, up against the Demon Hunter once again. So this is normal meta so far. Also passive creeping, not aggressive. So there's no chance for Lin to punish this. He's sending out a peon to scout for this, and then he will probably go for his own creeping first.
Yeah. Thinking back on last game again.
A player's force.
Once he saw it wasn't Keeper, it wasn't Talons. When it's not Talons, you know you're not gonna be Cyclones. You know you can rely on your Blade Master. Should he have gone back sooner to creep with his Shadow, maybe? He still would have gotten level 3 Shadow easily enough in time. He would have been creeping faster. He would have leveled up with his Blade Master. He may have been able to easier get a Shredder. But whatever.
I don't
Okay.
think the Blade Master was an issue, like level-wise. If it's okay if the Shadow Hunter is high enough.
Against MGs and Dryads? I think you needed Blade Master DPS. Especially if you don't have tier 3.
I think you rather need the tech than a high-level blade.
Yeah, but the blade helps you creeping. Helps you get the lab, maybe. Helps you get the Shredder. So we have Colorful, by the way, starting off with a small creep camp at the green. This is the safe opening nowadays, as a lot of orcs like to skip the barracks for a fast tech to potentially go aggressive. But the peon was scouting, saw that there was no opening to be aggressive, so the Blade Master started off with a bit of creeping himself. And now he's gonna try to slow down the keeper as much as possible. You want to prevent levels on that hero as much as you can in the early game. And so far it's working out pretty well.
Yeah, I agree. No entangle, no way to prevent this. Can he get the last hit over the treants though? He's playing around it! Nicely done by Colorful. Getting the big Flash Eater. Thank you, Dumbledore KO, for the 4-month resub.
I just had myself to mute myself in Discord because, you know, slimy.
Yeah.
So I didn't see this. The treants got the Flash Eater?
Yes, sir. So the
That's a
keepers-
mistake, right? You should never lose that last hit with a Blade Master.
No, he tried to bait them, but it was a little too early. And
He was greedy not to use the Windwalk then.
Yes, sir.
And what is that sentry at his green camp? Like, what?
Under attack.
That's also very weird.
Thank you, Moonglade, for the host. Hope to
Okay.
see you in Melbourne later. Oh, wait. That was a Blade Master last hit, right? Was
Nope,
so
Keeper got it.
Keeper got it as well. Ouch, and now Entangle. This is a disastrous early game for Lin.
He's trying to save the speed scroll. But this time not so greedy. Uses it, gets away. That was an unlucky roll, to be honest. That could have very well been his last hit. But, you know, that's sometimes RNG. We have that in Warcraft 2. And the Keeper's experience is starting to get there, but still somewhat far away from level 3.
Under siege.
Grunts were scouting outside the main for possible APs. And the Blade
Expo?
Master is looking for the Expo.
He finds it, but he's down to 60%. Healing gets cancelled. Clarity as well. So no Windwalk here. That's Colorful. Easily what's the word? Protecting it. And Lin, Spirit Lodge and Beastery with the Shadow Hunter again. But this must be high priority Shadow Hunter again. And again a level 1 Blade Master. And this is close to level 3 Keeper after this. It's not looking good for June Park.
Beastery. What is that, Kodos? No, it's not Kodos. Raiders? Oh, Blade Master. Gets away. This could be 1 or 2 Wind Riders sprinkled in. Some orgs like to throw that in to challenge the Night Elf to react with archers. So here
I think
go.
we
Here's
see
the
more and
finish.
more archers anyway. So I'm not sure if that's the best idea to do, but it's great for creeping, and that's exactly what he needs. Level 1 Shadow, level 1 Blade, against a level 3 Keeper. I think that's a nice adjustment. Colorful is very stable right now at this game. Expo up and entangling, but now we see if Lin is playing this like Focus did, just parking the Blade Master here at the entangle, cancel it, and then force a retreat somewhere.
Under attack.
He doesn't even have a telestaff though. He could very well die here again.
I like that Colorful is just placing 1 Huntress here. That's enough. It will take some time. He might cancel the entangled once. But yeah. That's how you stop it.
With this build though, Lin doesn't have a War Mill. That means no towers, no grunt upgrades, no reinforced defenses. And that kind of worries me for him for the late game.
A player's force
Don't know if with a build like this you can actually go for a counter expansion in a very late game. It feels like he's kind of pressured to be aggressive.
I like the play by Colorful so far. Looking so good. And a heal ward as well. But how is this mid-game supposed to work for Lin with these levels? I mean, okay, Potion of Greater... The 3rd Potion of Greater Mana in this series for Lin.
Yeah, and now, like, he could still get level 3 Shadow. He could get it right now.
Yeah.
And if he had a War Mill, he could go for stronger grunts, and he could rely on his Serpent Wards, and then he could go for a counter expo. But he doesn't have War Mill, he can't go for towers, he doesn't have reinforced defenses or grunt upgrades. He has these two Wind Riders, which will be becoming weaker and weaker the bigger the armies get. He is trying to counter expand now.
I think it can... Right, how many archers do we have? Pretty much 0. Okay, 1. Oh, he's going heavy into archers now. I don't think Lin can hold this.
It still takes some time until Colorful is really strong. He has only 50 supplies so far. Only the first attack upgrade. The second one is coming already, though. And filling out the numbers here by Lin is nice. With Purge and Wind Riders, you can really easily look for pickoffs. Taking a straight-up fight, that's a different story. But Stragglers killing is very simple at the moment. Would love for him to go for the protection scroll here. Just keep that away from Colorful, but doesn't quite do that. Alright, Orc Expo is coming up. 2 more minutes, then it's fully mining, but in those 2 minutes, Colorful is going to have the ability to explode in supply.
He's completely broke now. But yeah, 2 bases
The town is under siege.
does help. We have this level 3 Shadow Hunter. Finally. 50 supply. I think he has to stay at 50 supply for a long time. Still no staff on Lin. Also no mirror image. Kind of hard to get out of any precarious
There's a War Mill
situation.
now, by the way. So we have armor upgrades coming in, and the first Kodo,
Forces are under attack.
and Ensnare already. In a big fight versus Hunts, Raiders are not that good. Die quickly, and a few Ensnares normally don't really matter. What did Blade Master get? Got the heal scroll. That's really important.
Yeah. And
Very important.
he got the invul before as well. The consumables are really good. Second heal scroll goes to Colorful, who's at 61 supply now, but still not the numbers you need. And constantly losing gold to upkeep. But more creeping. What's the Alchemist level? Where is he actually? Ah, there he is. Level 2 only. Subi Mask is wonderful, but he's still pretty squishy despite the talisman.
This is really nice confident play. Just the Blade Master in the middle, and the Lin aura is kind of keeping Colorful from crossing the map. Which, honestly, he could have easily done. Okay, maybe not easily, but he could have attempted to just cancel the expansion. But just with 50 supply, and with some Blade Master positioning, and with Lin's reputation, I guess, this expansion did come up.
Yeah.
But Lin will need to go into supply very, very, very soon. Otherwise, this 70 Night Elf is gonna roll over him.
I feel like Colorful is too heavy on archers. It's like 10 and only 4 hunts. Expo is up. It's gonna be hard. He can deal with the army relatively easy, I think. If he protects them well. We have 3 Treants. Alchemist only level 2 is a liability. Wisps are with him. Wyvern in a good position over the trees. Oh, but here come the detonates. No, that was good.
Yeah, there was like 0 splits by Lin. That was not exactly perfect. A lot of mana out of the Shadow Hunter
Oh, Keeper.
already. Hunters is still alive.
Oh, level 3 Alchemist now. That's so good. And Colorful is just dominating.
Wow.
What can Lin do against this? The sheer mass of Night Elf. Reveal used. Another grunt down. These Kodo Beasts are eating archers, but you can forget these archers. Now, Invo Potion swap to the Alchemist. A little bit of trouble there. The blade will fall sooner than later. Entangle, right clicks, bye-bye. GG.
Wow.
0-2. Colorful remains the Orc Slayer even against Lin.
God damn, that was impressive. Huh.
Very passive play. Both series. When did he ever cross his half of the map? On Terenas, like 15 minutes in. Here on Northern, just for the last fight. He let the Orc come to him. He crept up. He was stable. He protected his home turf. And then that's all he got. All he needed.
Yeah.
Safe expansion, double racks, let's go.
Especially in the second game. It's not like Lin made many mistakes. Just
Well,
the
the early.
efficiency. The early. Yeah, I mean, it was, last hit missed hero there, but he didn't lose the blade, didn't lose a grunt, didn't get a borrow cancelled.
Oh, but
Interesting.
slow progress on the blade, good progress on the keeper, and then if you don't find an opening, things get out of control. That is colorful in the winner bracket final, and his opponent will be Korean, as it is the match of Chimiko versus Soin. And we'll be back after a little break.